I am from Libya, specifically from the city of Benghazi, which is very well known for its food, I assume. Republicans would tweet stuff like Benghazi is not going away. And I'm like, well, I hope so.
Welcome to So Happy Hour. And now your host, Sammy Obeid.
Hey, how are we doing? How are we feeling?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm your host, Sammy Obeid, aka Homeless Boy Band Cholo. Who cares about style anymore, guys? It's still a pandemic. We're still at home, and my grandma actually got me this shirt for Christmas, which means it doesn't fit and it never will. One characteristic of grandma shirts. But you know what? I'm feeling a little bit loosey-goosey tonight. Just actually give me 20 minutes because... Oh, look at that, huh? Look at that, huh? See? That's how you know this show isn't done in front of a green screen. Can't wear green in front of a green screen. Little inside tip, huh? How's my hair not done looking? Hell yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining. I know there's not a lot of fun stuff to do right now. It's crazy times still. New Orleans canceled Mardi Gras. Yeah, you're supposed to go on. It's due to COVID. Which is strange because the parade is known for people exposing themselves. Get it? Thank you so much, COVID. All right, you got it. You got it. Speaking of COVID, Dr. Fauci, aka the Fauci, was awarded a $1 million Israeli prize for defending science during the Trump administration. Yeah. In a close second for defending science during the Trump administration, gravity. I'm pretty sure to defend science in the Trump era, all you had to do was notice that it was raining. Don't know if you heard this story this week. 30 Taliban militants were killed in an explosion during bomb making class.
Oh, God.
Which means they passed. 38 pluses right there. That sets the curve pretty high. I'll tell you that much. This week, Wyoming, which is a state, they appointed their first Black sheriff. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So basically now there's no one left to pull over. I'm kidding. They still got Kanye occasionally. Sorry, that joke was too Yeezy, if you know what I mean. Speaking of Kanye, Kim K finally filed for divorce. Yep, just today. So, which does answer that long living question, that ass do quit. Quit. Yeah. It's Black History Month. Anybody do something big for that? Any big acts of kindness? There's been some huge philanthropic actions this Black History Month. First of all, Michael Jordan donated $10 million to hospitals. Yes. Thanks to the donations from various Americans, Black Panther Fred Hampton's home is now preserved as a museum. And perhaps the biggest donation of them all, Rush Limbaugh died. Very good Black History Month. There's currently a feud going on in the Republican Party. I don't know if you guys heard, but Trump called Mitch McConnell a hack. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, Mitch McConnell actually did fire back with a Trump joke, and then Trump was like, see, prove my point, Trump jokes are hack. So that's why I made 3 already today. So I don't know if you know this, but there was a President's Day auction this week in Massachusetts where many rare presidential artifacts were sold off, including a lock of George Washington's hair, JFK's Harvard sweatshirt, and then the rarest item was a signed check from Donald Trump for the amount promised. You say they're hack and then you do them. But actually, the reason we bring this up is because that auction was a lot of people volunteered their time for it, and we actually have one of the curators from that auction. So I'd like you all to welcome our guest. Her name is Greasy Hands Joanie. Am I saying that right? Greasy Hands Joanie?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
I had a little bit of trouble with the door because of these.
Oh, God. Joanie, so can you just tell us what's with the greasy hands?
Oh, these?
Yeah. You put them. Yeah, you can put them down. That's probably.
Oh, these are just my natural fluids.
Really natural. Okay, that's fine. I guess.
I'm going to be showing you some priceless artifacts.
Sure. Yeah, we'd love to see some things. Yeah.
You have to hold them up in front of the camera.
Okay.
With these.
You really don't have to, Joanie.
First up, well, I'm the curator, so here we go. This nice picture. This is the actual Wonderland 2xC lantern by right here. It's actually a Ming Dynasty, one of $8 billion.
Oh my God, Joanie, you dropped it. That's got to be worth a lot of money.
You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. So
okay.
Where do you park your car?
What's that?
Anyways, moving on. What do you think of the Constitution? Do you like the Constitution?
I love the Constitution. One of my favorite.
Got it right here.
Oh my, Joanie. I don't know. You seem to be like dropping a lot of stuff. Maybe you're not.
No wonder our government doesn't work.
I'm not gonna argue with you there, Joanie.
Sammy.
No. Do not, Joanie, do not pick up the baby. Do not, no. Joanie, put the baby down, please.
Right here.
Oh my God, no. Oh God.
Guys, don't worry. The sharp shards of glass broke her fall.
Joanie, I honestly don't know why you had to pick up the baby. Why is the baby even at the artifact place in the first place?
Well, she actually came out a lot easier.
Okay. I believe it. All right. Well, everybody give it up for Greasy Hands Joanie. Thanks for joining, Joanie. No, please.
Bye.
Bye, Joanie. Well, you never know who's going to tune in for So Happy Hour. We have all sorts of special guests every time. So Greasy Hands Joanie, maybe she'll be back one day. Sorry if that was anybody's baby. So we have such a fantastic guest for you tonight. He did our KO comedy show a few weeks ago. He's hilarious. He's been on Conan, and he is a producer on TBS's Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. Everybody welcome our guest, Mohanad Elshieky.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How about you? Nice hair.
What's that? Oh.
You're killing it. Amazing.
Oh, you are too. We have a similar swoop going on. We have a similar angle going on with the hair. I like it.
Well, yeah, I don't like this side of my forehead. I always hide it. Too much forehead.
Yeah, man. You look good. You look like you're hanging in there. Yeah. You're in Brooklyn, right?
I am in Brooklyn. Yeah.
So you started comedy in Portland, is that correct? Or at least in the state? Yeah.
Yeah, I started in Portland, Oregon. Yeah.
So you went to college there, and I believe you got a degree in it. What was it? It was a business degree from Portland State with emphasis in supply management.
Yeah. I have no idea what that is, but I did get a degree in that.
Can you tell us when we're gonna run out of jokes?
I think when we no longer have demand, that's the only thing I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
demand
I've
curve,
never. Yeah, what's that?
the demand curve slopes down, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for let's mute that person. You started comedy at Portland State, and you moved to New York. It's better. I know when you were in Oregon, you received the award for best undiscovered comedian.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be
Yeah.
honored and not honored at the same time?
It is. They were like, congrats, no one knows who you are. We asked all around the states, and we were like, in Oregon, no one gives a fuck about this guy. So congrats.
Yeah, well, it's nice. It's nice to know because you went from business to comedy. I mean, how does it feel to know that you took the same career path as me? So I guess we're on the same Zoom, so it all makes sense.
Yeah, really killing it, you know.
So you're currently working on Full Frontal? Is it still in production right now at the moment?
It's in production. Yeah. We're all working from home now.
That's cool. So did they give you certain hours that you have to like tune in, or is it like the honor system?
It is pretty much the honor system, yeah. Because we work based on like the news cycle. If there's something happening, we're like on, no matter what time it is. You know, it's midnight. We're on at midnight. That's why I'm glad Trump is no longer president. You know, less working hours.
Right.
That's the only thing that bothered me about him. Other than that, I think he was great.
Is like seriously though, do you find that like, well, I mean, I know it hasn't been that long, but does it already feel like it's harder to come up with material right now? I mean, there is so much going on, but still, does it almost feel like something's been taken away from us?
You know, there is, because it's not just because Trump is no longer president. You're like not sure if you can make fun of Biden or not, because people are like people are just like, I feel like the minute you criticize anything about him, everyone is like, oh, you're a Trump supporter. I'm like,
Right.
Yes, yeah, sure, Mohanad Elshieky, a Trump supporter.
Speaking of your name, and I know you talk about it in your act, you have a really funny bit on it, and it's often confused with Muhammad. So I assume you've been corrected your whole life, and I know obviously that happened in the States, and you talk about it. But did that even happen like back home, or is that?
No, well, I mean, back home, like the names in Arabic like sound completely different. You know, it's like Mohannad and Muhammad, so they're like pronounced completely different. And it wasn't until I moved to the States it became a problem, which is also fucked up because my dad's name is Muhammad. So not only would people confuse it, people would give credit for my dad for doing stuff I did.
Yeah, that's just as bad. Like, hey, you're looking like your old man. Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
I looked it up. Mohannad actually, it means in Arabic, it means sword made in India.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be an outsourced weapon?
I mean, honestly, that's what a lot of Republicans think of me anyway.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely sharp with the jokes. So you lived up to your name. And,
Thank you. I tried. Yeah. I mean, India, very well known for jokes.
Well, you are from somewhere that I believe fosters a very, very comedic environment, or a very pro-comedy environment, the country of Libya. Is that correct?
Exactly. I am from Libya, specifically from the city of Benghazi, which is very well known for its food, I assume. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I was once in traffic in LA and I saw a bumper sticker that said "Remember Benghazi" and with like flames on it. So I figured that.
Yeah, I love it because like a lot of people like would tweet stuff, like Republicans would tweet stuff like Benghazi is not going away, and I'm like, well, I hope so. I mean, my family lives there, so that would suck.
So you started off in radio there, is that correct?
I did. I did start in radio. Yeah.
And story has it that you were telling jokes on radio, or your program was telling jokes, and someone didn't like those jokes. So what did they do?
Well, first me and my co-host, we started getting a lot of death threats, and I was in my early 20s back then, so I was like, that was very exciting for me, you know, to have someone care that much. I'm like, hell yeah, man. And then eventually the radio station was burned to the ground. So we had to cancel the show. Yeah. So that's true cancel culture if we're
that is probably one of the worst forms of heckling out there, is burning down the place where you make the jokes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, well, I guess we know the feedback. A bit harsh, but respectable, you know.
So once it was burned down, what did you do? Did you say that I'm not going to do radio anymore? Did you, at that point, did you start your move to the States? Like, what was your next move after literally seeing?
I stayed in Libya for a while after, you know, like I was, because I mean, I had my job and I was going to school as well, and I did a lot of like translation and like work and stuff like that, you know, I work as an interpreter, so like, you know, like when journalists come and like cover what was happening in Libya and whatnot, I was the person they take to the front lines and stuff. So I did a lot of that for a while, and then eventually I moved to the States like late 2014 because it was clear to me that it's no longer safe for me to stay there. And then I ended up coming here, and it's been what, like 6 or 7 years now.
And you came here initially to go to school, but I understand that you were able to seek asylum because of the death.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, initially when I came here, it was a program that was like an exchange program that was supposed to go on for like 6 weeks. That was it. Like I brought like a small suitcase, and I was going back to Libya after. But then that's when like shit like hit the fan, and I was like, okay, I guess we're staying here. Am I gonna like figure stuff out? And I guess I did. I mean, I'm glad it worked out eventually.
Wow. So is that kind of like a life hack for immigrants coming here to seek citizenship? Like, just have someone sending you death threats, and the U.S. will be a little more understanding?
Yeah, I mean, I'm providing the service right now. You know, for people who want to stay, I'm like, I have the format. You know, I'll send you death threats, like one at 7 a.m., one at like 9 p.m. You know, like you give me some stuff about you, so I can like, you know. And I'm getting really good at
it. That'll get you into America faster than Joe Biden's 8-year plan, huh? Pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, but obviously your family too was receiving threats as well. Is that so?
Well, they did, but it was like, well, it was mostly because people were expecting me to go back, but then they moved out of the city too. They like moved to another city, so that stopped, which was good. And you know, once they learned that I wasn't coming back anyway, they were like, okay, I guess we're gonna stop now, like move on to someone else.
So your family's still in Libya?
They're still in Libya, yeah.
Do you still communicate with them?
I do, yeah. We use WhatsApp a lot of the time. I talk to my mom mostly. My dad usually just sends me memes. Yeah, prayers and memes. That's what he sends me. Just like very long stuff that he's like, you make sure that you read this so God would protect you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna read that.
So your parents are practicing Muslims?
They are, yeah.
How did they, and I know you've been asked this, we all get asked this question, but how did they feel about you telling jokes?
At first they were not into it that much. You know, well, they were not into it. They were just like, oh yeah, a nice hobby, I guess, as long as you get like a college degree. And I think they didn't take it seriously until I got my like first TV spot, and then they were like, "Oh, okay." We were always very supportive of our kids, you know, like always thought you were funny. Yeah, glad that you did not pursue business. Mom always believed in you. Send money.
I like how they waited for the TV spot to take it seriously. Like the death threats weren't good enough, you know?
Yeah, absolutely not. No, absolutely. They had to see a 7-foot long white man say
Right.
Mohanad Elshieky
Right,
for
right,
them
right.
to be like, this is good. Yeah, this is seems like it's paying off.
Yeah, career in radio, death threats, Conan, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Cool, that's awesome. So you were in Portland for what? You said 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, I would say 5 years. Yeah.
Do you miss Portland?
I miss everything about Portland except the people. I sincerely think Portland is a perfect city despite everyone who lives there.
But I imagine you did make some friends there. I totally know what you mean, but I love Portland as a city. But like, do you have an example of like somebody, or or like an instance where somebody was just annoying as shit?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's just like the culture there is just like very like, like everyone is like, like they say like Portland is like nice but not kind,
Right.
So everyone's just like very nice to you and stuff, but like they're like just so passive aggressive. It just like eats you inside, and that's why like I felt like I was like I'm not gonna have roommates anymore because it was just like if I read like one more like post-it note, I'll just kill myself.
And I know while you were out there, you were doing gigs, and I think you had a really cool gig in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah.
Where you got to
yeah.
Greyhound home, and that was fun.
That was really fun. It's unfortunately the first thing that pops up when you Google my name, which is fantastic for me. Because I was doing a gig in Spokane, Washington, and while I was going back on the Greyhound bus, because I believe that the best art comes from torture, so I had to take that. And I got the bus got stopped, and I got like taken out of the bus by Border Patrol, who were like accused me of being here illegally and faking my papers.
It just makes me so sad.
Which was very.
Website.
And then I like the whole thing happened, and like it was just fucked up. But then I tweeted about it, and that like thread went viral, and they got like, it was like all over the news and stuff for 2 weeks, which was it was not great, especially like there were like 2 weeks of my life. The whole nation learned that I like take Greyhound buses. It really sucked for my brand,
But the fact that you went viral and you did get some love and some press from it, I mean that's probably the best selling point I've ever heard for Greyhound. Like they should use you in their marketing. Like you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're like full of surprises. No, it's so funny because like they followed me for a while like on Twitter, and then like they just like got so tired of me, they unfollowed me, and I'm like okay, I guess we're not friends anymore. They didn't like it. I guess they didn't like me quote tweeting them like every 2 weeks and being like, you guys suck.
But I know that was a big experience. Like the bus was stopped because of you, correct? Like they weren't looking for other people.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't stopped because of me. I mean, that station is very famous for like these stops, which I had no idea was a thing.
Yeah.
And they got on the bus and they literally just like picked like maybe like 2-3 people just by they by the way we look. I feel like they looked at me and they're like, this guy like is like too handsome to be from Spokane. Like everyone there just like is fucked up in the face. So I assume that's the only reason. I can't see any other reason. I mean, I don't know. Some people said racism. I'm like, I've never experienced that. Never heard of it.
That's great. I mean, what a great story that you'll have forever.
Exactly.
If people do want to like see it more in detail, is your Twitter thread the best place, or we can just literally Google your name and we'll find it?
Yeah, you'll literally just Google Mohanad Elshieky and it will just pop up Spokane next to it. I'm the biggest thing about that city now.
Coming from Libya to Portland to New York, you've seen a lot in your life. Like, how do you feel like it shapes who you are as a comedian?
Oh man, I honestly, I other than obviously like giving me like perspective and all of that, like, because I feel like I see stuff that other people don't see, like other people like perceive as like normal in like the US and like how it is, and I just like find it like weird or like funny or whatever. But I think also like living in Portland and just like having people like talk for you all the time, just assume what you want and what you like and like and whatnot, and then like getting to do comedy and just being like, oh, I get like to hold the mic and speak for like 10, 20, 30 minutes or whatever, and like that's the time like people get to listen to me. I feel like that's what like attracted me, like I liked about it. So I don't know, I feel like it really, I know it's a hack to be like, it's like therapy. Isn't like really like therapy, but it's just like it made me feel better about like myself and just like conducting myself and whatnot, even like outside of comedy, Like I'm like, oh yeah, I have a point of view, like my opinions matter. Like I don't have to let people like tell me what I should think and whatnot. Like I have a good point of view. I should just lead with that instead. But yeah, and drink tickets, That's mostly for the drink tickets.
Now, of course, having come from Libya and literally seeing a government overthrown and being in the midst of it, what did you think about the Capitol siege last month?
It definitely made me feel like home. I'll give them that. It was wild. It was just like, and I mean, like the thing about like being from there is just like you kind of like see these things coming. Because I feel like when Trump was elected, like there were like so many stuff that I was like, oh no, I'll tell you what, because like you're living in the movie now. I've read the book. I know exactly what's gonna happen next. I was like the guy, like when you're watching a movie with someone like, oh, watch this, like this is gonna happen next. This guy's gonna like have a Muslim band right now, and everyone was like, there's no way, and then he does it. But yeah, I don't know. It was fucked up, but hopefully it won't happen again. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely. But having moved to Portland and then now in Brooklyn, we actually we have a game for you. We're gonna play.
Okay.
So, because I know that Portland, I know you're joking about the people in Portland, but Brooklyn, there's got to be some parallels there, So we understand that like Portland and Brooklyn are both like notorious for their hipsters.
Yeah.
But they're different. They're not identical. So we're going to play a game called Name That Hipster. And I'm going to throw this over to JP. JP, you want to explain this game for us?
Oh, yeah. I am Ace Bennett. And I'm going to be playing 3 different real-life hipsters. And you're going to guess where I live. Is it Portland or Brooklyn? You guys ready?
Okay. Hell yeah.
All right. Hipster number 1. I opened a store where I sell miniature murder houses. I take actual real-life murder scenes and replicate them in doll houses. And it's quite a bargain, only $3,000 to $5,000 each. I in Portland or Brooklyn?
You're in Portland.
I'm going to go with Portland too, because people actually do get murdered in New York and it's not as funny.
That's correct. The freaky but true peculiarium in Portland. The owner of that was that character. All right, so hipster number 2. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Named murals of my dead cat on the walls of public transportation using paint infused with their ashes. My cat loved climbing on the walls, and now she gets to forever. Am I in Portland or
Black News Channel.
I say Brooklyn. You're in Brooklyn.
But you didn't win. But what can you take away?
Can we mute David? All right, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Brooklyn as well, because public transportation, people get experimental, and you know.
Yeah, no one paints in Portland on public transportation.
You guys sure know your hipster scenes.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Number 3. So I always wanted to sell gardening equipment, and I had a goth streak, so I thought I could combine the two, and now I strictly only sell plants that look sad, taxidermy equipment, and animal skulls. You say it's a little morbid, I say it's eccentric. Am I in Brooklyn or Portland?
I mean, I should answer Portland alone just off of Mohannad's confidence there. But I would think Portland too because of the abundance of animals in the surrounding forests.
You guys are good. You guys are really good.
Yeah,
3 for 3.
I'm not proud to say I know white people too well.
Well, thanks for playing, everybody.
Thank you, Ace. Give it up for Ace, everybody. All right. Okay, we have another game for you. Also, playing off of where you've been, where you're from, and this game's called Libya or Phibia. And yes, I definitely approved of that title. To explain this game, we're going to throw it to our resident Keiph. Give it up for Keiph, everybody.
Yes. How you all doing?
Good.
Good. So, game is pretty simple. We're putting in your knowledge of Libya to the test. I'll be asking each of you 3 questions in alternating fashion, starting with you, Mohannad, and yeah, see if you are really knowledgeable about your homeland. And Sammy.
I didn't know that I was supposed to be playing this game. I just want to acknowledge it's kind of unfair that I'm not from Libya, so I don't know why I should be answering questions about I'm Lebanese. Yet this is Libya, not Lebanon.
No.
It's I mean it's the same country. It's so many people.
Same country. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if Mohannad says so, then I guess let's do it.
All right. First question for you, Mohannad. Tripoli. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Has been known for its whitewashed buildings along the blue waters of the Mediterranean, giving it the nickname the what of the Mediterranean?
See, I know it in Arabic, but it's like the in English, I don't know how it translates. Like the pride of the sea. Is that what it is?
I'll read it one more time. Tripoli has been known for its whitewashed buildings along the blue waters of the Mediterranean, giving it the nickname the what of the Mediterranean?
Is it the pearl of the Mediterranean? I don't know.
It is the mermaid of the Mediterranean.
Well, see, that's the wrong translation. I'm gonna say it right there. That's exactly what I thought. In Arabic, it doesn't translate that way. It translates as like bride, as like groom and bride. That's what it translates to.
Wow.
Yeah. So what we proved here is that I know too much about
it. Sammy, your first question is a true and false question.
Okay.
True or false? Libya is spelled Libya.
I'm gonna go with true.
Very good, Sammy. That's very good.
Thank you. All right, this game's not so bad.
Wow. Okay, Mohannad, question number 2. What is the 5th most populous city in Libya, and what is the population size?
It's Tripoli, and it's 1.5 million.
Say one more time.
the most populated city is Tripoli, and it has 1.5 million.
The fifth most.
The fifth most. Are you asking me to spell fifth? Is that what you're saying?
No. One.
Okay.
2, 3, 4,
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Is it Al-Baida? Is that it?
That is correct. Wow.
Wow. Wow, you're good at this game.
Yeah.
That's the population size.
It is definitely less than 1 million. I would say maybe like 400,000, 500,000.
Not quite. 200.
Okay.
209,000.
Okay. Yeah.
That was very good, though. The fact that you guessed the fifth is very
Yeah.
Yeah, but ultimately he got it wrong. Okay, what's my?
very true, Sammy. Sammy, let's see if you could get this one. True or false? Again, true or false? Libya is what houses a woman's clitoris.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with phibia on this one. That is.
That is correct. That is correct.
Great, love this game.
Mohannad, back to you. What is the Libyan GDP per capita, rounding to the nearest dollar?
I don't know. We had money there. I honestly have to per capita. I don't even know if you ask me about any country. I don't know what that even means. I went to business school and I have no idea. I never paid attention. I don't know, $300.
For one, it was a trick question. Libyans use the Libyan dinar. They don't use dollars.
I tried to convert it in my head. That's what I did.
Conversion is $11,294. If anybody was
what does it go to?
$11,294.
Are they saying like each person has that, or like what?
That is the GDP per capita. So yeah, essentially.
Okay, I'll go ask around. If you're right, yeah. I'll send a text right now, a group text.
Let us know. Sammy, back to you.
All right, true or false again, yeah?
No, this is a yes or no.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Libya?
No, I have not.
Correct. Correct. This is very good. So we're down to our final round. This will be a question for both of you. Whoever gets this right wins the game, and you get a free rub and tug from Greasy Hands Johnny. So I don't know if you both are excited about that, but for all the marbles, what year did the UN lift economic sanctions on?
Oh, it's I'd say it's either 1999 or 2000.
Sammy, what say you?
I'm gonna go with 2003.
Wow. Sammy, you got it correct. It was.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much. Thank
I
you.
guess that wrong just because you mentioned what the prize was.
Oh man, that's great. Great job. That was Libya or phibia. Give it up for Keiph, everybody. Thank you so much. Great questions. Yeah, what can I say? I'm pretty worldly, pretty knowledgeable of the world. So So Mohannad, thank you so much for joining us and doing this show. We really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy.
Thank you, man.
And
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Of course. And I know you, like you said, you work as a producer on Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. So, if you don't mind putting your producer hat on for a second, any suggestions on what we could do to make this show good?
I'd say people who don't turn their mics on, I would say just like ban them from the show. I think it's pretty fair. This is like being at a comedy club and then just being like, oh yeah, I will not laugh or breathe. You will not. Put a duct tape right here. Absolutely not. Also, please hide my face. No one gets to see me. I honestly say if everyone had their cameras on and mics on, this would be the best show I'd say in the world, like including Libya, Yeah.
Great. So stricter cam on, mic on requirements.
Absolutely. 100%.
Great. I think after he answered that, we should be seeing about 10 more faces at least right now.
Yep.
Great. So yeah, thank you so much for doing the show. We really appreciate you. And, everybody can check you out. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter. That's where I'm at mostly. You'll find me tweeting and deleting there.
Great. Awesome. And Swab just commented, FY Mohannad is correct that in Arabic it is the bride of the sea. So why did I see Sword of India? Mohannad, do you feel like one of those is more accurate than the other?
Yeah, it's the bride of the sea. It's the one I said because I'm always correct.
Great. Well, everybody check out Mohannad's Twitter, and you can follow him on Twitter, Instagram, check out his website, read more about his stories. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, Mohannad. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you everyone. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Now, let's welcome, we have an amazing musical guest joining us. She's also done the KO show before, and she crushed it. She was voted Las Vegas's best comedian in 2020, and you can catch her as well on TikTok. Everybody give it up for Sarah Hester Ross!
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I was talking. I was asking if you guys could hear me. So yeah, you can hear piano me. Yes, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll just get going straight to it. I usually have a bit at the beginning of this song to explain it, but I'll just go straight in, first date style. Let's do this. My agent gave me a call, said I got some great news. Hey Red, I think I've got a job for you. I was over the moon. I started reading the script. Hey buddy, what do I get to do? He said you'll get down on all fours in a pink tutu. Give a drug lord a BJ, take the load on your face. Then a biker gang pays you to scream and shout, to watch a lipstick lesbian and you make out. What the? Hold on, Red. I can see you're confused. Hold on, Red. Here's the good news. Hold on, Red. My career's about to explode. It's not porn. No, baby, it's HBO. Yeah, it's HBO. Oh my God. I'm gonna be on HBO. This is so exciting. You know what? I gotta call my parents. They're gonna be so happy. I gave my parents a call. I said, you better sit down. I got a big gig. Oh my, you're gonna be so proud. Remember all that money that you paid for Juilliard? Well, this is where it all pays off. I'll be tied up in a bed with a ball gag in my mouth, taking lots of blows from behind. Wait, there's more. Then these Asian twins will pinch my nipples for an hour. Then they'll lead me to a bathroom for a golden shower. Hold on, Dad, stop crying so loud. Hold on, Mom, please take the gun out of your mouth. Hold on, guys, my career's about to explode. It's not porn, no, no, daddy, it's HBO. Yeah, it's HBO, wow, wow, wow. It's not slutty, it's art. I'm only acting, mama. I could win an award for this blowjob. HBO. I want to thank the Academy for this award and my Nana, who taught me everything I know. That's it. Boom. Woo!
Yeah.
So I was gonna do something else, and I decided, screw it. I'm gonna do something new for you guys. That actually is on my live EP on Spotify and iTunes, so you can check that out if you would like. But this is actually a brand new song that I'm working on, and it's mostly because I'm on a diet. Surprise, white woman on a diet. But I've come to terms with really the only thing that works is this. So, Jenny Craig, Atkins, South Beach was a thing. Weight Watchers, paleo, keto made us insane. Raw food, Nutrisystem, what's next in our fate? But have you heard about the diet that you can really lose some weight? It's called the cocaine diet. Come on, everybody. Cocaine diet. It's really scientific, but hell, it really works. I couldn't stop if I wanted to. There are so many perks. I lost 50 pounds in just 2 days, and it goes to show you hard work really pays. On the cocaine diet, oh my God, I'm fucking out of breath. Is that a side effect? Worth it, I'm skinny. Skeptical, it's too good to be true. Just listen to Rick James and Lindsay Lohan too. For just a monthly fee of your second mortgage on your house, you too could be successful just like Amy J. Winehouse. No, sorry, hold on. Really? Okay, guys, never mind. We're not using her anymore. I don't know about being sober. Boring, I know. It's fine. We'll find somebody else. There's always one on the cocaine diet. Cocaine diet. Now on this diet, I have such energy. Just ignore the handshakes and the blood in your pee. So if you think this one's for you, call 911 Diet 22. That's a visual joke. See, if this was a real commercial, it would be at the bottom, 911 Diet 22. You guys get it. And watch those pounds fall off with the cocaine diet. Oh, some health issues may occur. Yeah. And I am skinny. That's how it fucking works.
I love improv. Say something. Thank you.
Do I keep going, or you want me to? What happened?
One more. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, one more.
Sure.
One more.
17 more. You guys get comfy. I got tons. Okay. Well, this is also another one on my EP. Live EP. This is fun. All right. My man, he walked into the room with that look in his eye. I knew it all too well. He wants to do the deed. You know what I'm talking about. But there's a few things that would make it hard for him. So I said, baby, you know I love you. But I'm on the rag and flows in town. Sweeney Todd's not calm. A crimson tide, a weeping womb, I'm taking Carrie to the prom. It's Shark Week, panty painting time, Mother Nature's gift. There's a war in Virginia, leaky basement. Do you catch my drift? You know, and he never got it after the first verse, so I had to write a second one. Oh, I could still see my man was confused. Poor guy. All he could see is that I wasn't naked yet. So now, before he got a surprise, I had to try one more time to make it clear to him. So I said, baby, my eyes are up here. Focus. It's ladies' time. I'm on a kept-up diet, a red dot special sale. Baby's in the corner, rusty pipes. It's a big pregnancy fail. Hallelujah. Code red. It's my girl flu season. Red coats are coming in. There's flooding in my baby box. It's a uterine descent. You know my man's a fine piece of ass, but he's dumb as a broom. So Lord, please let him see the light before it looks like a Quentin Tarantino was filmed in my room. To be clear, I would be honored to be in a Quentin Tarantino movie, just in cleaner circumstances. We're bringing it in. Miss Scarlett's here, tomato boat's coming. I'm flying the Japanese flag. That was my favorite. There's flooding at the baby camp. Dracula's teabag. Oh, there are communists in the summer house. Kid has got a bloody nose. I'm riding cotton cowboy. Yeehaw! The interstate is closed. You know, I love the man, so maybe we could try the back road. Can somebody get me some fucking whiskey, please? Oh, yeah. Period.
Yeah! Give up for Sarah Hester Ross, everybody. Come on now. That was amazing.
I didn't know like that whiskey. Let's get that whiskey out.
For the encore, first ever happy hour encore. Hell yeah. You can find her on the socials. Check out her TikTok and Instagram. We'll put it in the chat. And both performers tonight, if you enjoyed them, hit them with something on Venmo. That will be posted here in the chat. Did you have a happy time tonight at the happy hour? Thank you for rocking with us tonight. We will be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So we'll see you then, Ruben, for sure. Love you all. And then we have a show coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. So check that one out too, everybody. More comedy on its way. Happy. Good night.